Because I was really, really surprised, extremely honored, but very surprised.
Jamie Gordon is the Executive Director of Human Resources for Kentwood Public Schools. She is also a wife, a mom, a grandmother, daughter, sister, cousin, colleague, and friend to many. And now she is also a Giant. Gordon was named a 2024 Giant Award recipient. The Giant Awards recognize members of the African American community for their contributions to shaping the history, culture, and quality of life in the greater Grand Rapids community. Gordon is specifically receiving the Phyllis Scott Activist Award, which is given to an individual who has shown a strong commitment for promoting and improving the lives of youth.
This is the generation that's going to go after us, and we have to prepare them the best that we can, not just for reading and writing and those kinds of things, but we have to prepare them to be good people. We need them to know how to advocate for themselves and for others.
Those who work closely with Gordon and know her well are not surprised that she is receiving this honor.
Jamie is such a champion for our kids, and she is also such a champion for Kentwood Public Schools.
Kentwood Public Schools Superintendent Kevin Polston knows very well the positive impact Gordon has on the district and the community.
She has a huge heart for people, children in particular, and regardless of the role she's in, that heart shines through. She also has a passion for disrupting the inequities that are in the system, not taking what is as what will be. That the status quo is in place for a purpose, but that purpose isn't always what's best for our kids or doesn't align with our vision of excellence and equity in education. There's no one at Kentwood Public Schools that lives out our vision of excellence and equity in education more than Jamie Gordon.
She loves students, she loves to help. She finds any way to remove any barriers, find resources. She loves students. She treats them as they're her own or her grandkids. So she's always there to help.
She truly has a heart for equity, not just the term equity, but true equity and doing what's right and giving people what they need to be able to be successful. And so when she sees the kids in Kentwood, we're all residents of Kentwood as well. And so it's her community, it's our community, and she wants to make sure that the kids in our community are receiving the things that they need to receive so that they can be their best selves.
Gordon points to her family as foundational in shaping her into a person who has dedicated herself to serving others and giving to her community.
In our family, with my grandparents, my parents, we just were always taught the importance of taking care of your village and of your community. And that you only go as far as the people that are supporting you, and the next generation will only go as far as you are supporting them. And so that you're always standing on the shoulders of somebody else.
In fact, Gordon is not the only member of her family to receive a Giant Award this year. Her father, former East Kentwood girls basketball coach Jimmy Carter, is also a Giant Award recipient this year, receiving the Walter Coe Public Service Award.
He was a trailblazer in his own right. He was earned his journeyman's license as an electrician through Windham Muller Electric back in the day. Worked at General Motors as an electrical supervisor for the plant in his last years. But he went through, the journey. He went in as a worker, was selected to go through the journeyman's program, and then he was the only black master electrician in General Motors for a lot of years. I think when he retired, he still held that. But what he did was he helped a lot of other black men or black people come behind him to also get their journeyman's license, to also get hired into General Motors and become electricians. He and one of my cousins had a little business together, and they would go and help do electrical work for others, but oftentimes if they were elderly or people who maybe didn't have resources, they would do that work for free because they just, that's just giving back again. Somebody helped them out, and so that's just what he's done.
It's just amazing, an amazing honor for him, and to be receiving it alongside his oldest daughter, his firstborn. That is pretty cool. Just that I love my big sister. I'm so proud of my big sister. I've called her Sissy all my life, so I'm so proud of my big sissy. She really deserves this honor. I can't think of anyone more deserving. Yeah, I'm just so proud, so proud.
I think people forget how they got where they got. Oftentimes, it's easy to think that you're where you are because you did something amazing or special. There's always somebody who's been in your corner, someone who's been encouraging you, someone who gave you a second chance. Life is all about second chances. Someone who believed in you when maybe you didn't believe in yourself. And so think about what you needed to be successful. Even if you didn't get that, if you didn't get those things and you felt like you had to rise above it, how can you give back to someone else knowing that if you had had this, maybe it would have been a little easier for you? But I think everyone has to recognize that we stand on the shoulders of somebody else.